All right, well, I had my worst day at they were predicting the World Championship so far, 5 for 8, which I believe it gives me a 26 over 36 record. I've got 4 games today. I also have a 3-team parlay. I'll let you know what it is. Cheers. All right, well, I missed my bet thanks to Gert Nenchez playing about as awful as a player can play, but it is what it is. I had the first one, which was Danny Jansen, although he made me sweat it for sure. Before I get into the games today, which is only a half-day session, so there's only 4 games today, let me talk about yesterday's session. It was awful. That's awful, darts. From top to bottom. There was drama. There was drama because no one could hit a bloody double. There was drama for sure. This is awful darts. There was only 2 players out of 16 that got above 90 averages. 2. And they barely got there. One being Gerwin Price and the other one being Louis Williams, both with a 92.8 average. That on a normal tournament gets you nowhere. I have no idea what's happening in this tournament. I get the round 1, you're going to have international qualifiers. And I'm seeing that's dragging into the PDC players. They're not, like Danny Jansen played down to his opponent. Gilding Owen, that was interesting. I've never seen Gilding get an ovation before. Robert Owen played that unbelievably awful. They started with the Wales, it's bad, or wherever they go. The English fans have got about as much originality as, I'll keep it to myself right now. I've got a couple, but I won't say them because I might get in trouble. But, well, Scotland gets battered. Wales gets battered. France gets battered. You know who gets battered everywhere they go? England. Just in case you're wondering, when's the last time you won the darts tournament, England? Rob Cross. When's the next time you're going to win a tournament? I guess you're hoping for Michael Smith this year? We'll stop the nonsense. Anyways, they start with the Wales, gets batted wherever they go. Robert Owen hits it out, and all of a sudden he turns around to the crowd and gives it large. What a mistake. My goodness gracious. How did it go for you the rest of the game? You missed so many doubles. Just, why get involved? You just turn around and say England gets battered wherever they go. Like, please. Anyways, I've never seen Andrew Gilding cheered. This was the first time, probably the last time. But Andrew Gilding got over the line 3-1. It was interesting to see an interview with him. He strikes as a very low-key guy, and he came off very low-key. Danny Jansen over Nebrida. Again, I was a little bit more impressed with Nebrida. I was, considering what I saw with Christian Perez. He played all right. He just couldn't hit his doubles. Danny Jansen was all over the map. He didn't play very well. He shouldn't have actually won the game, to be honest. Calling a spade. He shouldn't have won the game. But he did. 3-2. Neil Zonneveld, Jim Williams. There goes Neil Zonneveld's tour card. He's got really good stats, but again, it's just the big stage. I don't get it. Just doesn't show up. So Louis Williams played okay. I mean, he played fantastic considering the rest of the people that played today or yesterday. But Louis Williams got the win, 3-0. And then Jose De Souza, Simon Whitlock. My goodness. These are 2 players that are like this. They're on the train. That plane is going down. It's going to have a crash landing. These are bad. Man, that was bad. Watch. There was times when like they went 21, 28, 26. I'm thinking, geez, I played darts last night and I won, but like, I played all right. I could have beat them. I took out one in like 24 darts. I would have beat them in some of those legs. They're professionals. I'm a terrible player. But anyways, it was a watch. Up 2-0. You think Whitlock's got it, and next thing you know, he doesn't have it. So Jose De Souza beats Simon Whitlock 3-2, which I called, but okay. Gert Nenchez, Leonard Gates. This was atrocious to watch. Not only was it atrocious because I had a bet on it, so I'm biased, and I was thinking Nenchez. But for goodness sakes, Come I guess it might have been interesting to watch if you were there for the tension, but it's come on. Leonard Gates' counting is something that's you gotta count when you play dart. You gotta count. He nearly lost the game because he left double five. He hit a he hit a single 20 and a triple 20, single 20, triple 17. That's 77 points. He was on 144, I believe. That leaves you 67 left. And he pings another triple 19 to leave 10. There were times in this game when he had like 102 and or 92 and he popped the bull and he didn't know what he had left. You take 50 off 92. Like, I get that not everyone's a good counter. But when you take off 10s and 50s and 20s off your score, you shouldn't have to ask what you have left. Maybe it's the nerves of the game. He leaves 10, and Nenches couldn't throw a dart to save his life yesterday. And then he goes 2 double 4, which fair enough, 2 double 4. If you would have gone to the 17s and hit the single 17, you had 50 left, you would have gone 18 double 16, whatever it might be. Like, that to me is not a big problem. You go for the 2 and the 4, he misses it. Nenches throws 3 terrible darts. He then goes for it. Gates, he goes for double 5. And he goes, oh no, I don't like that. And then he gives a large when he wins. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Leonard Gates, if you can't count, you gotta learn how to count, my friend. You're gonna try to be a professional dart player and you can't count? That nearly cost you the game. That should have, with any other player other than named Gerton Nenches yesterday, you lose because of your counting. Why put yourself in that situation? Why just step back all the time, try to figure out what his score was, which is fine. Man, oh man. That's like, you know, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, and Mike McCarthy is the worst bloody coach to ever coach in the NFL history. On Sunday, he's got the ball. They've got 3 timeouts with Jacksonville. He runs it twice. You run it a 3rd time to get the timeouts out. No, he tries to throw a 50-yard goddamn pass. It's a moronic move, and it cost the Cowboys the game because of the dumb coach. You can't it's like throwing Jake Muzzin on the ice for a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Like, you're losing the game. It's a bad play. If you can't count in darts, it's a bad play. I don't even know what to say. Anyways, Gates won it. Next game up, wow, Richie Edhouse against Dave Cameron. 2-0, 2-0, and legs down, and Cameron comes all the way back. Crazy, and can't count. At least at this one, I don't think it was a problem with his counting. He just thought he had the wrong score. So he had 82, or he had 92, and he thought he had 82. He took out 82. So I don't think he was miscounting on the 92. And it was kind of funny because if you're 92, yeah, you can go single bull, single 17, and then go for the bull. And that's where I thought everyone thought he was going, and all of a sudden he pings it for an 82, thinks he won. No. So I get that one. You probably thought you had the wrong, or he probably went up to the board thinking he had 82. That's a mistake, huge mistake. And it nearly cost him the game too. What's with these North Americans? Let's get ourselves into a math class or something. I don't know. Anyways, but Dave Cameron came back. That was crazy comeback. 1-3-2. Danny Von Tripp beat Steve Beaton. I predicted it, and I got that one. So it was funny. I went with pretty much all the favorites in the afternoon session, and the one that sort of wasn't the favorite, I got that one. Steve Beaton didn't look that well, but I thought Danny Von Tripp was okay. And then Gerwin Price, Luke Woodhouse. Luke Woodhouse had him and folded. So I get it. It's not like it's... Anyways, 92. If Gerwin Price is throwing a 92 average at you and you don't take him out, that's a shame. That's a crime. But if you take a look at it, I don't know what Peter Wright threw. It was probably just over the 90. Michael Smith was pretty decent. Dimitri Vandenberg was definitely decent. I don't know. It's your time to take him out, but Gerwin Price won this one 3-1. So let's get into the games today. First one up, Jim Williams, Sebastian Bielaki. If you look at Jim Williams' stats this year, very, very decent. Won a ranking tournament. The guy scores. His scoring is crazy. It's top 10 for the amount of hundreds per leg. I'm just going to go down and get his stats right here. He nearly gets a 140 every leg. He gets 2.4 scores of 100 per leg. So he's scoring really, really well. His doubles percentage is right at 39%. So it's pretty good. If you look at Sebastian Bielaki, who's played on the tour, now he hasn't played a lot on the tour this year, but he's a decent young player. Played really well during the UK Open. But if you take a look at his stats, both 38 average, but he's under 200s a leg. He's about 0.8. So just scoring alone, I think Jim Williams takes this one. I'm going to take him 3-1. Next game up, Jamie Hughes, Jimi Hendrix. How in the world did Jimi Hendrix get in? I think he won some European tournament beating Max Hopp or something like that. I don't know. But if you look at Hendrix's stats this year, they've been pretty bad. 34% on the doubles, 0.6 140s a leg, so 1.7 100 scores per leg. Not very good. And if you take a look at Jamie Hughes, 39 on the doubles, right around that 0.9, over 200s a leg. So I like Jamie Hughes to win this one big, 3-0. Next game up, I'm not going to touch it with a bet. Ricky Evans, Fallon Sherrick. The one thing, and I would say actually Lisa Ashton played really well. I thought Bo Greaves played really well. But Sherrick's the only one that's ever won on this stage. She knows how to win. I don't get it. She plays on a stage. She gets on that. Now, last year against Beaton, I thought she was there. I thought she had a shot at it. So you take a look at that and you put that together and you go, oh, Ricky Evans. Well, Ricky Evans has not had a great year. Ricky Evans is either dynamite or he's terrible. There ain't no in between. So if you take a look at Ricky Evans, 36% on the doubles, 0.75 140s a leg. Not really fantastic scoring, but not horrible. And if you take a look at Fallon Sherrick, Fallon here is about 32% on the doubles and certainly not the scoring. But I thought she's played. And I'm not counting the Women's Series. I'm counting any of the PDC, so World Series stuff that she played. I think Ricky Evans is going to win this one. I do think Fallon Sherrick has a shot. I just also take a look at the pressure that's been on her and how she got into the tournament and people getting upset with her. It's got to affect you. Ricky Evans win 3-1, and then we got the Raymond van Barneveld, the 32 seed, fantastic against Ryan Meikle. I think it's going to be a good game. They'll save the best game for last. Again, if you take a look at the stats, it would point to Raymond van Barneveld for sure. You take a look at Meikle. Meikle's a pretty decent 180 hitter, 40% on the doubles, pretty good. Pretty good. That's really good, actually. Scoring's half decent, mid. And if you take a look at Raymond van Barneveld, again, pretty decent on the doubles, but a much better score. So I'm going to take Raymond van Barneveld to win this one. Plus, you got the experience. Now, last time I saw Raymond van Barneveld on this stage, was retiring. He got beat by the American, but I like him today. I like him to win 3-1. And then my bet. So I'm taking Jim Williams over Sebastian Bielaki, 3-team parlay, Jamie Hughes over Jimi Hendrix, and Raymond van Barneveld over Meikle. I'm not touching the Sherrick game at all, and I'm taking this for basically 1.5 times my money, or doubles my money. Just a little over double. All right, cheers. Hopefully everyone does well. Hopefully I get a bet here. All right, cheers. Bye.